Hello everyone, we're back with Chaos Ed. Woo! I believe this is part 10. Oh, there's a little staticky sound when you hover over the load. I never noticed that. Where were we last time? Oh yeah, right. We just got to the police station, I believe. It's been 3 days since Ban Yasuji has last entered the Shibuya Police Department's main conference room. So I could make a joke here about something involving his name, but I'm not going to because it's if you read what I'm thinking of, you might get the joke. You see, it's a reference to an old game, but it's also a reference to another. Well, you get what I mean, right? Hopefully someone gets it out there. The meeting discussed the investigation of the Maruyama Cho stalking home homicide had already begun, and everyone glared at Ban while he came in late. Smiling amably, what is that word? Amably. That is not a word. That is not a real word. And a friendlier, it's a real word. Smiling in a friendlier, pleasant manner. Sorry about that. Brand lowered himself into a seat at one of the tables lined up at the front. The room didn't have the kind of atmosphere where you could say his reason for being late was because he got in the runs and had been cooped up in the bathroom. In the wee hours of the morning after it occurred, the Maru Yamacho staking homicide case. Did I say stalking before? Whoops. I'm been assigned to the Shibuya Police Department, which now houses the headquarters of the investigation. The investigation team, already busy with the Cornelius Tower group suicide case and the Shibuya Station college student and fetus homicide, first to recruit even useless third-rate assistant inspectors like Ban from the central Tokyo station. I feel bad for Ban. Moreover, since everything had just taken place in the area under the Shibuya Police Department's jurisdiction, they were caught in the bizarre situation of having the 3 special investigative headquarters located in the same situation. At the same station, sorry. It was thanks to this that the 3 investigation teams were forced to take turns using the station's big conference room. There are rumors that since the media was cultivating the New Gen label, the police were short-handed, the 2 teams might be combined into the New Gen investigation headquarters. All the detectives thought this to be a moronic idea, no better than a gag. Yeah, Assistant Inspector, let's hear your report. Inspector Matsunaga, Ban's boss and the person responsible for the investigation team, all looked at Ban sharply as he addressed him. Paying him little heed, however, Ban flapped a fan at his face and took a breath. Wow, he's cool. How do you say Ban? Ban.
呼ばれてるっすよ。バンさんの報告待ちなんすから。
Oh no, it's
ちょっと
generic friend Kun who turns out to be the culprit. You know, I'm tired of police officers being the culprit. That breaks... Is it Knox's or Mandine's? One of those. When the newbie sitting next to Ban, who also happened to be his partner Suwa, hissed into his ear, Man finally realized he was being called on. It's Gumshoe! Dude, it's Gumshoe! This guy's the best!
自分っすか?
But you are here! Sorry. After Ban elbowed him a little, Suwa let out a short sigh and stood up energetically.
犯行現場近くの監視カメラの解析がようやく出たっす。
出
ました。犯行時間に不審な人物が映ってました。
You done? No, he's done. The meeting room stirred. The slackening air underwent an instantaneous transformation. The Shibuya Station detectives, seated along tables at the back of the room that faced Ban and others from the central station, began urgently taking notes as to not miss a moment of Suwa's report. They were desperate. After all, with 2 savage murders having occurred in a single month, though the group's suicide had not been conclusively labeled a homicide, it was natural for them to become prepared for this to stake everything on seizing the perpetrator, even their
プロジェ
reputations.
クターに映像を出します。
Oh no, don't put Takumi's face up there. Don't do that. Okay, it's too blurry. They can't see me. Okay. The spawn ban had previously instructed him. Suwa aimed the projector at the screen. A black and white film of one of Mario Yamcho's narrow, filthy alleyways was reflected there. It was hard to see anything, given it was night. There were few street
犯
lights.
行現場から約50メートル離れたところにあるコインパーキングの監視カメラです。
The coin-operated lot was small, as it had room for only 2 cars, and about unjustifiably constructed in the tiny space between buildings. One could not see the crime scene in the field of the camera's picture. One could not even see the road that crossed in front of it. What the film showed was a certain street about a block away from the crime scene. On a side note, there's no sound to accompany it. The time of recording was neatly displayed in the lower right-hand side of the screen. Currently read 21:34, so that's 9:34. There's something I thought of, like, you know, let's say they find Takumi. What does he say? Oh yeah, a pink hair girl murdered him. So I want to know, does she actually have pink hair, or is that just how we see her? Or is this like a universe where having pink hair is acceptable, you know? Which one is it?
犯行現場近隣の住民の証言により、21時過ぎから21時半頃まで釘を打ちつける音がしていたというのはご承知の通りだと思いますが、
Okay.
この映像は21時34分。つまりまさに犯行時間直後ということになります。不審人物が映っているのは21時34分53秒からおよそ6秒間です。
Okay, he or she, they don't know.
前の道を奥から手前へと走り抜けていきます。
That could be anyone. As soon as Suwa finishes his explanation, a human figure emerged into the picture. Acting considerably flustered, it dashed from the depths of the screen to the foreground. Due to the poor resolution, a brief shot like that wasn't enough to let anyone determine whether the figure is male or female. However, Bandit already asked the forensic division to analyze this for him.
科捜研で解析した結果、映っている人物は男。年齢は10代後半から20代とのことっす。
That could be anyone.
人相の判別までは無理でした。服装がかなり特徴的ですが、これは小島にある私立水明学園の男子制服と分かりました。
That could be anyone.
それと右手に注目してもらいたいんですが、
Picture zoomed in on the suspicious figure's right hand. He appeared to be gripping something.
スローで再生するとわかるが、走りながら腕を振っている際、この握りしめている何かが駐車場の照明に反射して光を放ってるんだな、これが。
Fan took over for Suwa right when things started getting good.
形状からして犯行に使われた十字架型の杭である可能性がある。
Okay, guys, I don't want to give them any suspicions, but that guy in the cameras, that might be Takumi. The detectives grew noisy again. Oh, where's my mouse? I lost my. Oh, okay, there it is. They think that the perpetrator of this taking homicide might be a high schooler. It was a minor shock to them. It meant that the mass media's inflammatory catchphrase, "the new generation madness," could very well have become a reality.
最も犯人に近い人物がこの少年だということか。
そういうことになりますね。
Banding up, yupped his unshaven chin, as a habit of his. Whenever he sensed that he'd driven a wrongdoer another step into a corner, he released him to make sure of that ever-prickly sensation.
以上です。
Soa let out a deep breath and settled back down.
ひどいっすよ先輩。美味しいところ持ってって。
Disregarding Suwa's complaints, Ban once again looked at the projector, so as to bring the male high school student's figure into his eyes.
ようやく尻尾を出したんだ。そいつを掴んで離さねえようにしないとな。
Okay, but that's not us. Definitely not Takumi. Right? Could be any. Theoretically, of course. With quantum physics. That's how you sound smart. Just say theoretically with quantum physics before you say something. You're a genius. Uh-oh. As expected, the image file Shogun had sent me was in a folder where my cache was kept. JPEG file by the name of 168491. Hesitation was born in the fact that I really didn't want to see it still lingered inside of me. It was such a gory and sickening image. Once I looked at it, I wanted to be able to keep my mind from calling up associated memories of the scene of the staking murder I'd seen in real life. No, but I had to do it. To prove you're young, to guarantee my own safety, and to assert my innocence. Sarah was watching over me, so I'd have to... One moment, please. Let me just go, what's a joke I can do? Quick! I need to think of a joke! I can't think of a joke. So I'd have to try enduring the gory factor for a little longer. Mustering my courage, I double-clicked to open the file. Oh, erg. No matter what, it was still foul. But it wasn't such a big deal compared to the staking I'd seen in person. Now I thought of it as a composite. I don't know if it's composite or composite. Composite. Yeah, that's it. I don't think that's it. I could just barely bring myself to tolerate it. When he first sent it to me, I'd only taken a fast look before closing it. I hadn't scrutinized its every nook and cranny. This time, finding my nausea, I examined the image closely. I didn't know much about how to tell whether or not the image had been chopped, but I figured it would be okay if I paid attention to things like the direction of the shadows and if anything of the scenery felt off. What's that right there? One possibility that it was created by combining previously taken background photos with a CG version of the pinned up corpse. The day after Shogun sent it to me, the murderer had put the killing method this photo illustrated into action. Due to the pixelation and the dim lighting of the nailed up body shown in the photograph, I was only able to make out the stakes and couldn't see much of the body itself. The light hit the area only around the pinned up corpse, making it seem as though the staked parts were saying, "Come on, look at me, please." Felt like the person who made the picture had intentionally arranged it that way. For starters, it was kind of overdoing it to solely spotlight the body. Well, I hadn't closely studied the actual crime scene, so I wasn't really in a position to say anything. Or did you? In the photo, that demon girl wasn't standing in front of the nailed-in body. But if I stretched my eyes wide and stared unblinkingly at the image, I began to see something shaped like a person in the darkness along the left edge. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention it. Chaos Child started airing. I'm not watching it. Although by the time I finish Chaos Head, I might want to watch it. Just because, we're probably not getting a Chaos Child translation. At least in the next, 2 years. Although, I mean, we could. I mean, Steins Gate was popular. Although, we still don't have a Chaos Head official translation. Right? Then what am I reading? Like you say, no. I'd never illegally download something. That's just wrong. I bought this copy on Oh, what's that? We just cut the video. Hey guys, I'm back. that one was good. Come on now. Gotta give me credit for that. But if I stretch my eyes wide and stared unblinkingly at the image, I'm beginning to see something shaped like a person in the darkness along the left edge. Like right there? I've been in danger of overlooking it. The photo's graininess and the fact that they were standing in the shadows made them completely dissolve into the background. You wouldn't stand much of a chance of noticing it with just a glance. This had to be shopped, and maybe the person who made the photo had accidentally entered the frame when they were taking pictures, then forgot to erase it when they were manipulating the rest of the photo. Whatever the case, the figure appeared to have on a Sume uniform, which meant it was the demon girl, for she too had worn this Sume uniform. Is that right there? Because there is something there, but that doesn't look like a person. When I strained my eyes even harder and looked at the figure in the photo again, it seemed to have short hair. The demon girl had long hair. This will knock you out of the running as well. Alrighty, let's try using our image editing software to make it easier to see. Opening up the editing program, I dragged and dropped the picture. After a single convulsive breath, I selected Adjust Levels from the menu, and brighten the image's dark parts. Hey! I had a feeling it'd be that. What's this? What is this? The one photograph there. No matter how you looked at it, the one photograph there, it's me. Why was I there? It was outlandish. Because I hadn't gone to that place once since September 29th. This had been chopped in two, no question about it. Couldn't find the slightest evidence to prove it, but it was obviously a composite. If not, it'd be crazy. Besides, Shogun had sent me the image on the 28th. The staking murder had occurred on the 29th. This picture was a picture of the same place where the crime happened on the 29th. My being there would make it a photo of the future.
あなたには予知能力がありますか?
I get what happened. He made a microwave that can send image files to the future. That's like the opposite of Snakescape. Shut up. Of course I don't. Kicking away the one of the empty plastic bottles at my feet, I closed the image editing software. I opened the JPEG file properties to check the date it had been created, and I've been shocked. It had been created on the 28th. But that had already stopped mattering to me. A single sentence, written in the comments field of the property window, as to not stand out. It was that which my eyes became nailed to. Whose eyes are those eyes? I hit the keyboard, pushed it to the edge of my desk, and cradled my head. Sarah, save me! I held back welling tears. So do you think like every time he, like, you know, he's watching like his favorite anime of the season, he just gets like a new waifu to, like, you know, talk to him? Or do you think it's just always going to be Sarah from now on? This whole week had been full of one incomprehensible thing after the other. Why was I the only one who had to suffer like this? Wait a second. If he had gotten his hands on my picture and combined it with this Goro image, Shogun had, at the very least, either surreptitiously, I said that right, photographed me beforehand, or required my picture somewhere or other. Knowing how he abruptly entered the chat room and waited for Grim to leave before he started talking, must have been targeting me from the start. Maybe he had access to my personal information. If so, it wouldn't be odd if Shogun and the demon girl came here to my base to attack me at any time. They'd abduct me. Back of my head prickled. It was that gaze again. I was being watched by someone. Don't turn around, don't turn around. Don't look at me. Like heck, I'll turn around. It'll take more than that to make me turn around game. It would recover my whole body in goose flesh, and allow him to go up to the door to make sure it was bolted, but I'd lose if I turned around, so I went on stubbornly staring at my monitor. Unable to settle down, I opened a word processing software and began typing in my thoughts. Demon Girl equals murderer precog. Shogun, Demon Girl's underling. Yua, Shogun's underling. This has to be how it is. Trembling a little as I looked at the word demon, began to wonder if maybe the girl at the scene of the murder really had been some kind of devil. Yeah, she couldn't possibly be human. If so, maybe she could see the future. Maybe a walk in the park for her to transfer a vision of the future into a picture of your spirit photography. Nor was there anything wondrous about the fact that she carried out that dreadful staking all by herself. She used her subordinate, Shogun, to send me data, since she knew I would coincidentally. Okay. Don't look at me, okay? Don't take your eyes off of me right now. Whose eyes are those eyes? Your eyes, and stop. At first I thought, okay, that's coincidentally, right? But then I was like, wait, no, that wouldn't make sense in context, but then it did make sense in that. It would be really embarrassing if that wasn't coincidentally. I'd have to edit this out. But I'm not stupid. I'm editing that whole thing out. Hey guys, we're back with Chaos, and if I actually cut that out, you know, I made a mistake. That's as far as I'll go. I didn't know the reason why. Perhaps to intimidate me. A threat to make me think I'd end up the same way if I told anyone. Or rather, an advance warning of her next murder. A death sentence. I'll kill you next. If that were really the case, there's no way I'd get the upper hand. It wouldn't be strange if they killed me any day now. Oh, cut. Should we call it there? 20 minutes. Pretty good. And now let's keep going. HorseyEatYou had been in her room, facing her PC. Viewed in profile, her face was deathly serious as she swiftly read through the news displayed on the monitor. At last, she let out a small breath and released her mouse, letting her eyes fall momentarily to a piece of paper placed not far from her hands. It was a printed version of the backlog of the chat between Neidhart and Shokin, same as what she posted at Nishijo Takumi yesterday.
Nishijo-kun.
His name fell from her lips. The image of Takumi's back, as he sat alone on one of the benches in Shoto Park, floated up in her mind. As if to erase it, she soon gave her head a little shake. I don't trust her. Catching her breath, she whipped around to her back.
今、誰かに見られていたような。
Whose eyes are those eyes? At the end of her gaze lay the large stuffed Juro froggy enshrined atop her bed. She tilted her head, wondering if she had been imagining things, then got up, walked over to her bed, and flopped down on it face first. Well, yeah, it was just, the Sarin employee shrunk into the Juro froggy, nothing on there. The sheets smelled like sunlight. Her mother must have hung them out to dry during the day. Burying her face, what does sunlight smell like? Let's not ask. Burying her face in the reassuring scent, Will let her eyes wander absent-mindedly. Her extremely tidy room revealed her meticulous personality, especially the enormous bookshelves, out of place in a mere 8 tatami room, which are lined up with numerous books and hardly had a gap between any of them. Amusingly, though the bottom half held difficult-looking scholarly text and PC-related books, the top half was buried in shoujo manga and anime DVDs. Yua let out another sigh, rolled onto her back, and gazed at the ceiling.
DID.
BID. Dissociative identity disorder. I don't think that's what's going on with Takumi, though. Maybe it's just me, but I'm kind of sick of seeing this in, anime and visual novels and stuff. Maybe that's just me. She remembered the name of the mental illness she had been researching on her PC. Even now, an explanation of it was displayed on her monitor.
辛いんですね。
Yura thought of Takumi as she hugged the Juro froggy that sat near her pillow.
でも、私、
Yet her face soon emptied of all expression, and she gritted her molars. Well, why is your heart pounding? What are you doing? What just happened? It was hard to breathe. Though all I've been doing was looking things up on my PC. I felt my heart pulsing more violently than usual. Oh, you're still playing the Let's Not Turn Around game. Gotcha. As before, the presence of something watching me refused to disappear. I was still just barely holding out, keeping myself from turning around, but my limits were approaching. What's with you? Skulking around me. I howled at the something. Sure, identity wasn't that demon girl, was it? Maybe she was using X-ray vision or clairvoyance, or some similar demonic power to keep me under surveillance. Where is it? Oh, there it is. 4,000 kilometers. Ha ha ha. That's not a laugh, obviously. The prickling at the back of my neck grew steadily stronger and stronger, transforming into a pain like an electric shock. I'd been sweating copiously for a while now. The collar of my t-shirt had gotten completely drenched. Oh no. Unable to wear it any longer, I whirled around. All I saw was the same old room. No indication that it had undergone any change whatsoever. Or has it? Think about it. Those posters? Those are Sarin posters. That FT? I don't know what that is, like a box? Oh, it's like, I think it's like a drawer, you like pull it out. That's what it looks like, at least. Also, it's the same old room. Oh, I already said that. Why aren't you there? Who are you? Shouting in a voice that sounded more like a shriek, I got up and checked to see if the door had been properly bolted. It had. Tiny bit relieved, I wiped the sweat off my forehead, with my shirt sleeve. Turning to my PC, I glared at the monitor anew. I've been researching precognition. Wiki pedophilia. That is how you spell pedophilia, right? Hold on. I want to make sure I'm not an idiot here. What? Okay, it is. It is. So, what was that? The translate? Chaos Head? Was that just the translation team, having a giggle? The encyclopedia of useless knowledge. So, was this like this in like the original, or someone probably knows? As a result, an instinctive notion that the image the demon girl and Shogun had sent me was one that foretold the future. I had been left with no choice but to look deeper into the matter. Perhaps without knowing it, the world was already full of prophets. I myself had done something similar to seeing the future when I was a child, before that bus accident. Because of that, I couldn't completely deny it. But no matter how much I researched it, everything I came up to was related to the occult or magic. All kinds of sketchy looking stuff. There's nothing to scientifically prove that such powers exist, or on the flip side, that they didn't. All I want is one. Ha, ha. I don't think that's laughing. In my defense, I'm pretty tired today. Like, I got like 6 hours sleep, so I'm probably going back to bed. If not after this, after the next one. Struck viciously at my keyboard. Things stayed so vague, anxiety would make me lose the ability to hold myself together. At this rate, was I supposed to keep waiting for demons that might or might not come for me? My nerves wouldn't be able to stand it. Of course, it would be best to have evidence that they weren't coming. For the time being, I just wanted things to become black and white, clear and understandable. Now I didn't have much of a choice left except to take a look at Channel's occult board. It was mostly made up of white noise, lies, and absurdity, but there are also times when it had shockingly impressive news leads and information. Suppressing my impatience, I opened Channel's main page. I jumped to the occult board and ran a search for Telling the Future, and all about Phantasm, New Gen. That's the band, right? Oh, so FES? That's the white hair girl. She's in the band Phantasm. She has like future telling abilities. Got an awfully large number of hits, about 30. Is precognition the new in thing on that channel? Oops. Gulping, I checked the titles one by one. Phantasm. FES. Most of the threads I had come up with contain the words Phantasm and FES. On top of that, New Gen frequently appeared in the same line. There are a lot of disquieting phrases like prophetic lyrics and murder. Googling it taught me that Phantasm was a 4-man gothic punk band currently on tour, with Shibuya as their home field. They are such a popular group that they monopolize people's conversations about the indie music scene. Their vocalist was a girl by the name of FES. For the moment, wanting to find out how they are connected to precognition, I picked the very top thread, predictions, prophecies, all about Phantasm, New Gen 43, started skimming it. Okay, where's Kurio on Kamehameha disproving that a cult exists? A nameless oracle. Calm down, guys. Alright. Emoticon face. For now, just go to the show on Sunday and enjoy FES Sama's Black Mass to the fullest. Otherwise, you'll be staked to death, lol. I read the lyrics, but I couldn't really take them in. They say stuff too vaguely. Makes for a pretty, it's not a very good prophecy. Wink, wink. But spare me from being stanked. Heh. So, is it a nameless oracle instead of anonymous? For whatever reason? Lol, precognition prophecies. You're making too big a deal out of it. She's not Nostradamus. Just enjoy the music. I don't mind FES's lyrics. New Gen indeed. All people talk about is FES. R-Y-O, that's yo. Yo? You wrote the songs. What about him? Poor guy. Yeah, but he's a guy. He's not a cute girl. FES Tan, emoticon. Got tricked into finding the meaning of life in her lyrics. FES tards are, they're not the best individuals. Even so, I'm not reading that. Raise his hand. FES Tan is my wife. Save that for the masochist thread. Also, FES is my wife. Don't bump the thread. This is what they mean by the New Gen prophecy. Strike the stake, tear open the darkest night, bathe in the moonlight. Thousands of hammers become your pain and are now released. At last screams float in space. The night sky will surely run red. With a cross-shaped stake as your restraint, you'll finally reach sacred land. We're Epitaph again. By the way, I'm anti-Fanta. Fanboys are scary, lol. Aren't you all getting brainwashed? Brainwashed. Idiot, you're gonna get erased, haha. Don't expose the lyrics, stupid. You either can't read between the lines. Kids these days. Cross-shaped steak. These lyrics. No matter what, I couldn't believe they signified anything other than the steaky I'd seen with my own eyes. Furthermore, these lyrics were from a song that had come out 2 months ago. In other words, she got into them after the steaky murder took place. Is this a prophecy? Was it a mere culmination of coincidences, or is Phantasm too among the demon girl's underlings? I mean, that can't be a coincidence, right? So either she wrote the song knowing the murders would happen, or the murders were based after the song. Well, it could be a coincidence, but I don't see it being one. Reading along in more detail revealed the startling facts that all 3 New Gen incidents have been prophesied in lyrics before. Okay, yeah, that's not a coincidence. Except the lyrics of the songs predicting the group dive and the pregnant man hadn't been posted on the Ant channel. Whatever the case might have been, people seem to think you shouldn't upload them. If you want to know that bad, go to one of their shows and buy their album. That's what they were saying. In any event, those online were going wild trying to figure out what kind of killing method would be used in the next New Gen case, based on the lyrics of all the songs Phantasm had released up until the present. Ever since the New Gen cases had started... Hold on, let me take a drink. Oh, 31 minutes! I'll call it there. See you guys next time. Might record another today. I don't even know. Or I might just go to bed. You know, one of those. Or I could not go to bed and play something else. That's an option. On the save menu is... No, I think that's English text. Just really small. See you guys next time. Bye.